What do you say if today I am going to upload another battle with JagdPanzer E-100? Tier 10 Elephant from Germany. I know that I already made one episode about JagdPanzer E-100's battle around 2 weeks ago or something like that, and usually I do not like to upload battles with or episodes with the same vehicles too often. But JagdPanzer E-100 is actually one of those vehicles that I really do not get tired of watching. I can simply watch tens and tens of battles, interesting of course, action-packed battles with JgPz E-100. But today's video, or beautiful start by the way guys, blow up on TVP VTU. Anyway, moving on. As I said, usually I do not like to upload episodes with one vehicle too often, but today's battle is going to be a lot different. Well, for the start you are going to see a lot of derping, especially the ending is quite hilarious when our hero today, who is bobykadze, Bob from now on, is going to be rushed down by quite a few tanks, but this is worth watching guys. And the second reason is you are going to see the highest penetration in this game in action, even in tier 8 battle, yes. I know how a lot of you are going to be mad about it, and a lot of you hate premium rounds, and at the same time there are as many people who simply do not give a damn. But I simply wanted to show you the highest penetration ammunition in this game in action. By the way, did you know that this vehicle has the best penetration in this game with 420mm with its heat rounds? AP, standard AP round by the way, has only 299mm of penetration, and this tank is the only tank in this game that has over 400mm of penetration. Second place goes to a lot of vehicles like Foch 155, Object 268, WZ 113G, and what else do we have over here? 111G as well, tier 9 one with 395mm of penetration. After that we have E3 and E4 with 375mm. Of course, all those rounds are premium rounds. Then version 4 has 360mm of penetration. Tiger has 352, and after that comes STRV and so on. And then there is this vehicle with 420 blaze it penetration. I wonder if they did it on purpose, but it doesn't have the best regular shell penetration, although I think it is in the top 5 at least. That first position should go to 183 and FE405 if I remember correctly, 310mm of standard penetration. After that 308 on STRV, and after that I think maybe this is in the second place. I might be wrong, I remember at least. But I wanted to ask one question from you if you have this tank. I do not have JgPz E-100, but I want to know how many of you are using heat rounds with JagdPanzer quite regularly. And here we just heard intuition skill kick in, so that leaves me thinking that Bob has actually quite a decent crew. Usually intuition skill, at least on my 2 loader tanks, is like 4 or maybe sometimes even 5th and final skill that I usually activate, or usually maybe 4th, so quite a nice crew on Bob's JagdPanzer E-100. But from here on he decided to load in premium heat rounds with that crazy penetration, and just a little fair warning to all premium round haters, he is not going to switch back. I do not know, maybe it was a mistake, maybe he simply forgot that premium heat is loaded in. I do not know the reasoning, but you are going to see a lot of heat in action. In my opinion, versus some of those vehicles, it is actually quite risky, so it might have been a mistake, I do not know. Versus JagdPanzer E-100, frontally at least it is working better. Versus Type 4, that is just one huge box or house-shaped tank, it is really good, but for all the rest of the vehicles, AP round is going through anyway super easily. I have actually featured quite a a few replays on my channel where JgPz E-100 with premium heat round is going to F up the battle. The last one was around 1 month ago, 183's replay. Like 183 saved the game, 183 carried the game like 12,000 or something crazy amount of damage done like that, because JagdPanzer E-100 decided to use premium heat rounds, and he did hit the bloody tracks. AP round, easy penetration, easy kill, but no heat, didn't go through tracks, and tracks is actually one of the biggest nemesis for heat rounds, especially versus heavy tanks, Russian heavy tanks, super heavy tanks and big tank destroyers like JagdPanzer E-100 itself, or vehicles that simply has a lot of spaced armor. Heat doesn't like spaced armor, and tracks of course. Now versus smaller tracks, sometimes it is going through with brute force, because some of the vehicles are as big as JagdPanzer E-100's shell, but at the same time it can be super trollish. One guy whose name was Mark something, I think you know who you are, sent me a replay with ELC E-100 where he absorbed 2 shots, 2 premium heat rounds from JagdPanzer E-100 in a row with ELC E-190's tracks. 420 penetration. Now that shell is actually bigger than the tank itself, than ELC E-190 itself, but he absorbed 2 shots in a row and he was able to carry the battle. He simply provided some vision to the artillery and came over. Same we can say to this Type 4 Heavy, who just received 420mm of penetration in the face. Type 4 frontally, I would say, is the biggest friend to JagdPanzer E-100's heat round. Super easy penetration, easy to hit, super flat surface, and hard to miss, hard to bounce, I would say. Anyway, this battle now is 2 versus 4, and soon you are going to see that ridiculous moment I was talking about at the start of the episode. 2 of the biggest guns, FE-425 and JagdPanzer E-100, are on the same side versus GW-100, enemy JagdPanzer E-100 D30 and AMX CDA-105. Now FE-425 goes down before he was done reloading and before he would have been able to one-shot that AMX CDA quite easily. So now it is 1 versus 4. JagdPanzer E-100, GW, E-100 D30 and AMX CDA. E-100 is also repositioning, but we can see D30, who is quite out in the open. Heat round goes in and D30 has been destroyed, and AMX CDA was just waiting for that. He was waiting for Bob to take the shot, and CDA-105 has good enough mobility to get behind JagdPanzer E-100. But super sad news to that AMX CDA, because he's only able to take 1 shot, and it is actually quite cute how he decided to fight back versus JagdPanzer E-100's ancient power. That shot goes into the tracks, luckily repair kit was up and one-shotted. Bob is in the best position. Sadly for that CDA, Bob was in the best position, almost possible. Nothing can circle him to death. Otherwise, those guys are simply going to drown themselves to death. JagdPanzer E-100. Let's see if this guy is using premium rounds as well. 1117. This is where your heat round comes in handy, and now he's trying to hide his own commander hatch. That enemy JagdPanzer E-100 is trying to aim so hardcore, as we can see, and Bob did extremely good job trying to hide it. Enemy JgPz E-100 rushed with the shot. I believe he actually took that shot on the move, and he decided to try his luck pushing Bob into the water. But Bob was done reloading, and final heat round goes into the JgPz E-100. And done. 1 versus 1 versus enemy artillery. And 10 kills already. While I have been talking over here about different topics, Bob has picked up 10 bloody kills. Plus there is 1 more vehicle left to pick up. GW E-100. So let's fast forward a bit into the capture zone, and as you can see, he decided to load in H round. So you are actually going to see every single type of ammunition on JagdPanzer E-100 in use. GW-100 repositioned all the way up the hill. Can you believe that? This vehicle is actually not the fastest one, but shot in the gun. I think that did hit the gun, was good enough or was close enough to splash that guy to death. Because HE has something like 1400 damage. Not bad. Anyway, let's take a look at the result screen and let's call it an episode. So our hero in this battle, Bobykadze, or Friendly Bob, was able to get Ace Tanker, of course, blow up ribbon with his first shot, I believe. 20 bonds, Pools medal for 11 bloody kills, high caliber, top gun, tank sniper and steel wall. So pretty much everything. Close to 11,000 damage done, 11 kills, what a carry. Could just compare this damage to the second guy who was artillery, what do you know. Enemy standard P, good work, 1,500 raw experience as well. And he actually lost 58,000 credits, so this leaves me thinking that maybe in the middle of the battle it was simply a mistake that he kept playing with heat rounds. No premium account and he lost 60,000 credits, or maybe he simply doesn't care about credits. Maybe he's a polar, the biggest polar ever. Some damage blocked with armor, and yeah, beautiful. Otherwise, sexy battle, I would say. The ending, yeah, not so lucky AMX CDA. And this was my today's episode to you. My video question was, what is your ammunition loadout with the JgPz E-100? Are you using premium rounds more than AP rounds? What is your take on the highest penetration round in this game? Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you keep enjoying your weekend, stay awesome, take care and bye.